In this video, I'm going to get down and dirty and talk about 10 things you may not know about me. Maybe? Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you have a great day today. It is Tuesday. What day is it today? Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Is it not Wednesday? I don't know what the hell day it is. It is Wednesday. It's also a coffee kind of day. Well, this one day blends into the next, man. Yes, I was watching the amazing, the wonderful Scott from the Prog Corner yesterday, doing his 10 Things You Don't Know About Me video. And I asked him kindly if I could continue a thread, and he said, oh, go for it, go for it. So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to be personal. I haven't taken any notes or whatever. I'm just going to be me talking and yapping about myself, which I don't like to do often. Even though I'm a very public person in public, when it comes to myself, I'm kind of private. And kind of, I know in some ways maybe a loner, I don't know. Anyway, so it's going to be maybe a little uncomfortable for me, but anyway, I'm going to continue. Let's get going. So, at number 10, my first concert. I wish I could remember it. It was Van Halen, off of their first album in Toronto, Canada, Maple Leaf Gardens, the old Maple Leaf Gardens. Seeing David Lee Roth jump 10 feet in the air doing the splits. An amazing, amazing concert. I think I was 16 or 17 years old at the time. Again, I just wish I could remember it. The only other concert I saw before that was Max Webster at our local arena here, and that was like watching him doing a high school auditorium type of thing. It's not a very big arena. So this was my first major concert, was Van Halen, and again, I wish I could remember it. Because it was a while ago, a couple days ago, a couple years ago, a long time of years ago. But anyway, that was my first concert. At number 9, when did I start collecting? Well, that's a long story, because I went through phases like many people did, where I had a decent collection, sold it, turned into CDs, got married, my collection stopped. Needed some cash, got rid of those CDs, back and forth. I really, honestly and truly didn't start collecting until I started this channel, believe it or not, 6 years ago. I've had records here and there, but in the last 6 years, my collection has just grown to what it is today. And because of you guys watching your videos, gathering, trying to remember what I had back in the day, and just I think what I've got is a better collection than what I've ever had, because I've discovered so many great bands from you guys watching your videos, discovering new bands from wherever, YouTube, TikTok, whatever I find these things, and my collection has grown to about 2,200 albums between CD and vinyl, plus box sets as well, and I'm happy with my collection. So it's been an on and off thing over my years. I don't have anything from my past as far as my collection, because it was gone, and that was a stupid thing to do. Maybe not, I don't know. That's a whole other thing. At number 8, do you play an instrument? I used to play in a band a long time ago. I even did that church thing where I was playing at church, singing as well. That's been a while ago. My calluses are no longer. I had a couple of guitars. Wasn't the greatest, but I could hold my own. More rhythm than anything. And to sing and play at the same time isn't an easy thing to do for most people. So I was able to manage that. And I had a lot of fun. When I did play at the church, the minister at the time was actually the drummer. His wife was a guitarist. It's kind of cool to see a minister be a drummer, and we had a great time playing. But it's been a while ago, so I'd have to answer that question. No, I don't play an instrument now. No intention of getting another one to pick up and try again. I do envy people that can play, and I admire people that can play for sure. At number 7, piercings or tattoos. No, I've got nothing against piercings or tattoos. I just have not taken the plunge and got one, or even thought about getting one. But the only thing I don't like is when I see people's faces tattooed. I mean, you're gonna get old, buddy, and it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look. It looks like gonna be wax melting on your face. But no, I don't have any piercings or tattoos. Again, nothing against those. Some of them look awesome. Some look cool. When I'm at work and I see an older person, I don't want to say a substantial weight that has tattoos. I don't know. Anyway, I shouldn't even go there. Anyway, no, I do not have any piercings or tattoos. Obsessions and entertainment. Obviously, Obsessions is my collection. I have to slow down on my obsession coming up because my lifestyle is going to change soon. As far as entertainment, I love dramatic shows. I love on Prime, there's airplane crashes and investigations. There's murder mysteries investigations, whodunit type of thing. I love history. I love watching the English shows where they're digging up old castles and discovering all kinds of stuff. I love that stuff. I have cable TV. I can't remember the last time I watched cable TV. It's just part of the package that I had with my cable show. So I love watching old history about castles, about even some religious shows where they're going in the past, what is and what's not, or what could be. And currently, I'm hooked on the airplane investigation shows. Makes me not want to fly. There was one where the pane of glass that's in front of the pilot fell out, and the pilot ended up on the front of the plane, almost like a cross, and the co-pilot had to hold his arms so he wouldn't fly away. And he was to the point where his skin was purple. He was frozen to death. You'd think he had passed away. You'd think he died, because he was up 30,000 feet in this freezing air, no oxygen. A few months later, he's back flying with another airplane. It's just unbelievable. Oh, man. Again, makes me not want to fly. It turns out the technician was putting the wrong size bolts in the holes of the pane that were used previously, and for some unknown reason that the pane didn't fall out. So he just copied the bolts that were in there instead of looking at the manifest and saying, oh, you need this size bolts. So that's how that happened. And, oh, man. Anyway, that's my obsession. I'm kind of a boring guy, to tell you the truth. Number 5, my favorite band. If you've followed my channel for any length of time, you know Deep Purple is my favorite band. My first album was Machine Head. I do not have the original copy of Machine Head, but that was the first album I ever bought when I was a teenager. Next was Grand Funk. We're an American band, and then it just went on from there. But Deep Purple, I've got all their discography except for Bananas. I can't find it. I don't know if I want to get it, because I've listened to some of it and it's not that good. And I'm really anticipating the release of Made in Japan coming out in August, I think August 18th, of the Steven Wilson remix of this amazing concert. That's going to be my last major buy, or I've promised myself that's going to be my last major buy of the year, because again, in October my work is going to change, and I won't have the same income coming in. So again, Deep Purple, my favorite band ever. I love all eras of the band, even the Mark Bolan era. I think that's a fantastic album. Come Taste the Band. And it's unfortunate his past and his history, but I love the Steve Morse era, of course the Ritchie era, all the different lead singers. Mark II is my favorite version of the band, and will always be. But the later stuff, the later albums that they've put out recently, are top notch for sure. So that's at number 5. Number 4, my work. If you've been following my channel, I've been 10 years now at the Home Depot. I'm a flooring specialist, selling vinyl and laminate and carpet and ceramic tile, and guiding people on what to do, because a lot of people don't know what the hell they're doing. So trying to teach them as well, as they have deers in the headlight eyes, because oh my God, it's going to be more costly than I think it's going to be. But to do it right, you have to do this and that, and that's been a struggle with most people, because they think they know everything, but they don't. Before that, my resume is pages long. Banking, insurance, advertising, mostly sales, mostly retail. I was a manager at a shoe warehouse. I was an assistant manager at Kmart, one of the big firms. I was transferred all over Ontario with Kmart before they left. Retail has been my main employment. I love doing what I'm doing, and I can't start anywhere else and make the same money I'm making now. Even though when I was selling insurance, I've never made that same amount of money, because I was on commissions, getting renewals and that type of thing. But that was a lot of hard work. But that's my work, is Home Depot. Just heading there in another hour or so. And yeah, off for a couple days after this, so that's a good thing. But that's my work. My family, I don't talk about my family much. I lost my father a few years ago. My mother's still living in her house, which is awesome. I hate to see that childhood home go eventually. I have 2 daughters, both living in Ottawa, one in the East End, one in the West End. I love them. They're amazing. They're beautiful. I'm single. I lost my fiance, I guess you call her, about 6 years ago. We split up. I was married way back in the 80s. That's a whole other story. And but that's my family. My mother still lives about 15 minutes from here, so it's not that bad. And yeah. Number 2, where was I born? I was born here in Belleville, Ontario, outside of the city. So I've been here, give or take, all my life. I did live in Ottawa for about 15 years. Lived in Pickering, which is just west of Toronto, for a few years, working with Kmart. But mainly I've been in Ontario, Eastern Ontario. And one day I'll get back to Ottawa, but it's expensive to live. But I'm back in Belleville. Boring little Belleville. Not much going on here. What do we got here? At number 1. We're at number 1 already? Yeah. What's next? So what's next is in October I'm going part-time. So I'm going to take a month off from my work, because if I don't, they will, when I go from full-time to part-time, they will pay out all my holiday pay, and I don't want to pay taxes on that. So I'm going to take 4 weeks off, which I absolutely am looking forward to. And then I go part-time in October. That's why my income's going to drop a little, because I'm going to work like 24 hours a week. So I wouldn't be able to go out and buy records every day like I'm doing now. But that's next. I'm going to continue my channel. It's going to give me more focus to work on my channel, which I look forward to. And yeah, having a blast. Loving life. And that's it. That's 10 things you need to know about me. Maybe. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon now. Bye-bye.